Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with King Me by Strosahl. So we have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules. That means in each row, each column, and each 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. We're also anti-king, so if we have a digit somewhere, say here, say this was a 2, none of the cells around it can also be a 2. Now, in this case, for this 2, Sudoku already tells us about these, but we can't put a 2 here and a 2 here, or a 2 here and a 2 here. Basically, don't touch 2s even diagonally. Don't touch any digit with itself even diagonally. So that's true of every cell in the grid. That's anti-king. We also have odd cells in the grid. They must be odd. That's the circles. And then the squares must be even. The way I remember this is circles look like an O for odd, and squares have an even number of sides. You can remember however you like. Thermometers, they have a circle, which is the bulb, and then a line coming out of it. They have to increase as they move away from the bulb, strictly increase. So if this was, say, a 2, this could be a 3. Now, this could not be a 1, 2, or 3 because we are not increasing. So it would have to be a 4, 5, or 6. So this would be a valid way to fill it, other than that being odd. All right. Anyway, that's it. Those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself. And I'm going to get started right now. Okay, this is a pretty long thermo. Let's start there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5 in length, but we can't actually start with 1 because this is even. So we have to start with 2, and then that just gives us 2 through 6. All right, that was a good start. Should we think about this thermo then? This certainly can't be a 5, so it's 1 or 3. Oh, and it can't be a 3 either. Oh, it's a 3 and a 5. So an odd cell that's next to a 3 and a 5 must be a 1. All right, and this sees 1 and 3 through Sudoku, so that's a 5. Now this one, I think, can still be any of 1, 3, 5, so let's just put that. This can't be a 2. It touches a 2, and it certainly isn't a 6, so that's a 4. So this has to be bigger than it. So this is 5 or 6. This sees a 2, so it's 4 or 6, and this also touches a 2, so it's 4 or 6. All right. I want to talk about like this spot here, like when I did my example. This is actually a really important spot in anti-king, and I think we're going to use that quite a bit. So this spot here, we're talking about basically the middle of a box. So the ones that touch other boxes. So these cells here, these are the important ones. They need to go somewhere in the box that they touch. But you can't repeat in the column, and you can't touch. And so it ends up having only 2 places it can go. So this digit here goes in one of these 2, which then goes up here somewhere. So that's something we can utilize in this puzzle, which I think probably we will. And so, for example, I was looking at this 4. This 4 is going to go in one of these 2, and that's going to point, telling us this is a 6. And that comes back giving us the 4 there. So, because another way to put that is this actually couldn't have been 4 because of the 4-6 pair. But anyway, doesn't matter. This 2 looks in, putting a 2 in one of these 2. Let's do some Sudoku here. So these are definitely odd. So this is 3, 5. Let's look at more of these power spots. 4 ends up in one of these 2. Okay, is there anything else I can do here? All right, what's left in this box? We need a 1, 2, 6. So this can't be 1 or 6. So this is a 2, leaving a 1, 6 pair here. So with this 1, 6 pair, these can't be 1. But I guess what we can say is this needs to be one of these 2 digits. So yeah, it works both ways, right? This needs to go in one of these 2. Whatever this digit is goes one of these 2. But we know what these 2 are, a 2 and a 5. But this can't be a 2. So the only way that works is if this is a 5. That makes this a 6. 6 looks, yeah, 6 is in this box. 6 is one of these 2. Okay. Well, this is just a pair, 1 and 4. I don't think I have a resolution there. How about this row? We do need a 4. It's in one of these 2. Anyway, we need 1, 3, 4. Okay, are there any more? Oh, this is just known. This is a 3. Okay. This is a pair. We do need a 2. So that's a 2, and this is a 5. That gives us the 3 and the 1. This is a 4. This is a 1. That's not a 4. That's not a 1. All right. How about this digit? It's a 5. So that's 3, and this is 2. I think we're just finishing. This is a 3. Down here we need 1 and 2. This is a 4. These two digits are 1 and 5. Over here we need a 2 and a 4. That's 2, 4. Over here we need 3 and 6. 6 and 3, 1 and 6, 1 and 2, and we're done. All right, nice puzzle, Strosahl. I liked the logic I did here. But yeah, these power spots in general are very useful. Like this 4, putting a 4 in one of these two. This needing to be one of these two digits, forcing it to be 5. Good use of anti-king there, especially these cells here. Cool. Well, let me know how you did, and if you enjoyed this, why don't leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.